they go to talk to the cop, and the cop's just like, you don't have any proof, get out of here.
Well, no, the cop says the woman doesn't exist.
Yeah, like there's you don't have any proof, this person doesn't exist. But all the while, the cop is chopping apples with a medieval hand axe.
Yeah.
I mean, there is only way to describe it. It is a hand axe.
Yeah.
Middle Ages, like, giant point on the top.
Yeah.
It's bizarre.
That's just what you do. I don't know.
Cops,
I got to tell you, this is when the movie kind of won me back because
it was a random weird
I was getting
scene.
dull, but I was suddenly like, okay, if you can have a guy with a medieval axe just chopping apples on his desk and not giving a fuck about what anyone's saying,
Axe cop.
Yeah. Because, I mean,
I'll take it.
Everyone's opinion of cops in this movie, including the cops themselves, are like, you got to bring us proof there's nothing we can do. Which is the opposite of what cops do.
Detective Case?
Yes, Detective Case. Very important to remember that name.
Remember that.
Ken takes her back to her place.
Right.
And she's like all stressed out. And Ken's like, you know what? Now's the time to put the moves on her.
Yeah,
Because he starts doing like
shoulder
back
massage.
rub. And she's, she goes in the kitchen. She's like, well, what do you want to eat? I got beans.
She's like, all I got is
And
beans.
he's like, all right, I like beans.
Whatever.
And so
I like being with you.
She hears something out the window.
Yeah, she hears something outside and like looks over, and the can of beans that she set down is gone.
Right.
And she starts freaking out. Oh my god! What? And Ken comes in, and he's like, "What's going on? What's wrong?" And
you can hardly say it, can you?
I can't. Somebody else might have to do it.
Literally, her line when he walks in.
There's something out there, and it took my beans.
It's so great.
It's just random. Like, someone put that down on a piece of paper and was like, yes, good, great, finished scene.
Say this.
I don't know about you, but like anyone who's ever like written anything or like had movie ideas, like I used to have a notebook where I'd come up with a line, and it was just like, put this line down. I'm going to work it into a movie one day. That seems like the kind of stupid thing I would have written down and said,
yeah.
Can I work that in?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I can work that in.
You would have put it in a different movie, though.
Maybe.
You
I don't
would
know.
not have forced it into your killer deal with the devil
She
health
liked
spa
beans.
movie.
Sure.
She loved beans. He's got his axe, because every cop
And my
has his axe. And he goes up and pokes up the ceiling tile, and that's when Mr. X startles him, and he falls on the floor, and he dies
Impales himself with the axe.
with his own axe. That's when Mr. X... Close up on Mr. X's face, who smiles and just says,
Case closed.
And that, my friends, is where the movie won me back.
Even better is they pan over his badge that
Yeah.
says Case,
Yeah,
in
it's
case
like,
you forgot
get
that
it?
that was
In
his
case
name.
you
forgot.
His name is Case.
The grunts, okay, Gong? Doesn't impress anyone.
I'm struggling with my knacks here, and all you can do is make jokes and chomp on fruit.
I told you before, I'm on the new San Francisco diet. All fruits. Is that so hard to remember? Oh, I forgot. You could hardly remember your own name. It's Marty.
At least mine's normal. Dual Shakespeare's dumb.
I've explained why I've changed my name. But then, of course, that requires a rudimentary intelligence for comprehension.
Hell, I give anything to get this weight up.
I have an important announcement, my dears.
You okay, Mrs. Benson? You don't look very good.
No, I'm not, Doyle. I'm afraid I'm going to have to close the spa.
For good, you mean?
I'm afraid so, Rock. You three are my only regular customers. I just can't compete with these fancy new spas. These days, people don't go to a gym to work out, they go to socialize. This place isn't much to look at, you have to admit. I'm sorry.
Should have seen it coming. You have to be imbeciles not to have seen the writing on the wall.
Which wall? I didn't see it.
Please, I'd like to be alone now.
Hell, why don't we go down to Harry's bar and chuck a few Boilermakers? That'll cheer you up.